Arizona State wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, just a shade under 6 foot tall, but 205 pounds. A strong, physical wide receiver who broke onto the scene this past year with 1,192 yards and 8 scores after he played second fiddle to N'Keal Harry as a JUCO transfer back in 2018. Let's get into some of the pros for Aiyuk. He is a playmaker in every sense of the word, whether it's as a returner because he was so dynamic, averaged 34 yards per kickoff return, 16.1 per punt return, and had himself a touchdown there as a punt returner this past season, one of the best in the nation. But that translated as a receiver as well, where he averaged 10.9 yards after the catch, broke 14 tackles. He only ran a 4.5 at the combine, but he is explosive in and out of his cuts, does not lose speed. He might be the single best post runner of any wide receiver in this draft class because of that. His 40-inch vertical is far more indicative of his explosiveness than that 4.5 40. And even though he's not even 6 foot tall, he has a wingspan of 6'8". He can go up and get it still in his own right. Don't be fooled by his height. All right, let's get into some of the cons because he's not really considered in this top group of wide receivers for a reason, and the reason being he ran an extremely limited route tree there at Arizona State. 70% of his targets this past season came on slants, goes, or post routes. That is a very high percentage of targets to come on only 3 what I'd call limited routes in terms of they don't take a lot of nuance to get the job done. They're more predicated on athleticism, and that's how he racked up a good deal of his production this past season. That's why my comp for him is a guy like Pierre Garçon. Coming out of Mount Union back in the day, he was not an advanced route runner at all, but when you got the ball in his hands there in his early days with the Indianapolis Colts, he made big plays happen. That's what I see Brandon Aiyuk being for whoever drafts him at the next level. So the bottom line for Aiyuk is he is explosiveness personified, and I think he's only scratching the surface at this point with 2 years of major college coaching under his belt. He might get pushed down in this class because of how talented it is, because of that limited route tree, but he's a first-round talent in any other year.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.